today we have to continue our labs, what we have done in the previous sessions, right? Let me share my screen. So in previous session, we have done discussion about the basic setup, right? How this PC is going to be assigned, how we can assign the servers and how to configure the server and all. So I hope everyone is aware and we are in sync. But today, how to do the licensing, right? That's the key concept we have to understand, right? So step by step, we have to understand how to do the F5 licensing because without licensing, we cannot do anything. So if I go in the F5, you can see root and I put the password here, you cannot find any kind of license. What was the username? Yeah. So you can see this is a no license. So without license, even I'm going to log in this F5. What is the IP address? You have to check if config.mgmt. I just have to put mgmt. See, we have this IP address. So if I just log in this IP address, you see, we don't have any kind of license. Means still after login, then it is going to show there is no license. So let me put my username and password. And see, no license exists for this device. So you cannot continue for any configuration if there is no license. So very first thing, we have to do the license. And for license, what is the step-by-step process and how we can do that? That we have to explore. So very first thing, guys, whenever you want to make the license, okay, you require the email ID. Earlier, there was a process with the help of the normal Gmail ID, Yahoo ID, we can get the free license key. But now the process has been changed. You cannot get free license with the help of the Gmail and any kind of the public email ID. You require the corporate email ID. Then only you are going to get the license. So already I have a license. If you want to see that, let me show you how the license is going to look like. So let me show you. But I will show you how the step-by-step license is going to be generated from very scratch. So if I open this link, let me go. And if I open this link, trial, you can see, I'll paste this link in the chat, okay? So I'm putting in the chat. You guys just skip this link in chat. Just copy it, okay? I'm sending the link in the chat. So you guys have to open this link. Once you open it, you just go down, you get 30 days free trial license. So what you can do that in this licensing, you can get your trial. Even you want to download the F5 images, you can download from here. That is also possible. So I can get the license. I can download the F5 images. The both possibility is there. So first, if you are the new user, you have to register or login. So if you're a new user, you have to click the register. So you have to create your account. So you have to put your basic details and then your account is going to be created. So you can see, I have to put my username, password, means like whatever the name, email ID. That's the company email ID is going to be required now. Okay. Earlier any Gmail. So I'll show you how it is going to happen. But let me already I have the ID, so I can just try to log in with the company email ID, and I'll show you how many licenses I have and how many I have already used. So I'll put next. Sign in. So it is going to ask two-factor authentication even. It is going to ask two-factor authentication for this login. So you have to send the code. This code is going to be sent on the email. Just wait for a while. I'll get the code, then I'll proceed. Without code, it's not possible. Just wait. So still I'm waiting for the code. Let me see if I received it. Still not. Let me see. Okay, I got it. So the code is 941518. So I'll verify. So you see, already I have the trial license, and based on this trial license, it is going to expire soon as well. Because the trial is going to be only available for 30 days. So it is going to expire soon as well. So if I just click on the trial license, you are going to get multiple trial license. Out of those multiple trial license, I'm using one trial license for my lab. So you see here, this is my trial, and you're different when if you want to get the big IP next trial, you can do that. But already I have. So just click on the big IP virtual additions and the trial. Then I'll see. So I have uh, this much IP address. Don't take a screenshot. Okay, no problem. But these are was just for 30 days. Okay. So one already I using. This one I'm using. These four are free. So even I want to use this all, I can use that. These three are used. For the centralized management, I'm not going to use, but this is a virtual edition. Total four licenses we have. So I can use this one, this one, this one, this one. For this F5 registrations, I can do that. But I will not use this on. We will do what? We can create the license from the very scratch so you guys can understand. So how it is going to be created? Let's do a step-by-step process. So very first thing, again, the link I shared, I need to go in the here. So you have to type this link, and then after you just have to create your own account. So anyone can help me with the any email IP address, means any email address company. So I'll create for you. And one license I'm using here, you can use the rest of the license for your lab. Anyone? Just required a few details. Okay. I'll set the password. I'll share one to one with you. Okay. Just share in my chat. Not Gmail, not Gmail. It's required a company email ID. Any company, just it's going to be OTP. If not, I can set up with my own. But I want to show on the live so you guys can understand. No one? Okay. No worry. Let me do one setup for my one of my colleague. You guys have to do by your own. All right. So let me do that setup from the scratch. So I want to get the license, and here is the different actions. You can download the software as well, but I will just go and start the register here. So I can just put name, like one of the name is going to be here. Hold on, guys. I can put one of the my colleague name, that is uh, right. And yeah, password I'll set it here and sign up. So this is the very first step. You guys have to do that. Then the email is going to be received after the sign up, and you have to complete the sign up process. So let's wait. I'll get one email in probably that colleague. So I'm just asking, just wait for a while. Hold on. Okay, so basically what is going to happen after this, one activation mail is going to be available on your email. So I'm just asking for the activations. Yeah, they get it. So what is going to be happen? You are going to get activation mail like this way. You have to activate your account, and the link is going to be expire in the 7 days. So whenever you get the activation link, you have to click the activations and you have to activate the account. So let me, I have the emails. Let me start doing the backend. So I will make sure the activation is going to be happen. And at that time, you have to set up your username and password as well. So already, okay, something it's went wrong. Hold on, guys, it's not working for some reason. Yeah. So now the account has been activated. So let me try again. You just have to click activate, and then you have to put username and the password you set it. So I'll put it here. So very first thing you have to click, you have to sign up the form. After sign up, you have to submit username and password, means email ID. And then after activation email is going to be there, you just have to click on the activate. Then it is going to show your account has been activated. After activations, you have to log in with your username and password. So it is going to ask two-step verifications, right? Authentications. So in this scenario, I'm going to use the email authentication. Means the OTP is going to be there. You can use the Okta Google authentication. This is again market leader for two-factor authentications. But here I'm going to use the email authentication. So it is going to send a code on the email. And once you put the email code, then it is going to be logged in. So just wait. Let me ask the code again. Wait for a while. It will take a few minutes. Just to stay there. So still I'm waiting and still not have the code. Okay, finally she get it. Okay, I get the code. So I'll put it here and then I'll verify. Okay. So this is going to be verified and you just have to finish the verifications. So almost we are done and we are about to get the license key. So you can just, put the information detail like you can put right and you just have to complete the registrations. Just give some basic details about you or about You guys have to do the same process, okay? And it will take a little bit time. Still, there is no license, but it will take time, and your license is going to be available here. So still, there is no license, but it will take some time, a day, or might be the 1 hour or 2 hour to get license. But you are going to get license here on the trial, and if you click on the trial, you're going to get license. Let me see if I have the license. So there is no license. But go down and you can see there's no, when you start trial, you will see here. So it's still not started. So you guys have to wait, right? So it is not going to be immediately, but let me click here, start free license. And I'll just, no, I'm not downloading. We have the government. So you just click on here and then it is going to generate your license. We are setting up the free trial license in a few minutes. So just wait. So every license is just going to valid for 30 days. So you make sure uh, your Gmail is not going to work, your Yahoo is not going to work, your company email ID. So you try to get different license. Might be you help take your help of colleagues, friend, or any other like different company organization where we have the any colleague is working. So you can complete this licensing process.
But company can bunch it, license for 3 years or 5 years.
Yes, company can buy, but you cannot
Uh,
buy.
yeah,
Company can buy.
individual cannot buy, correct?
Yeah.
Uh,
Company can buy. Company can buy. Company have their account. Even you can buy, but you have to pay the money.
yeah,
That's
mm.
yes. If you have the money, you can just buy the license. There is no problem.
So can I use my own company mail ID for this
Yes,
trial
that's
license?
definitely fine. You can use for 30 days. You can use. There is no problem. Company email ID is only required.
Okay.
Domain should be not like Yahoo's email, Rediff like that. Domain should be your company. It is going to work.
Okay.
So still we are waiting for the license. Just wait. So I am showing for the live because I want you guys should do the same process. So you can get the easy license because license is one of the important key parameters. Without license, you cannot do anything in F5. That's the prerequisite. So licensing is going to be required and it's a must. So let's wait how much time it is going to take. I'm not sure. Sometime it's very quick. Even after registration, it is going to be give the free license. Sometime we have to claim and it's very fast. Sometime within 1 minute, it's going to give the license, but sometimes it's taking longer time. So let's wait. So there are multiple license, right, Nilesh? We are going to get 4 and 5 license. So use one by one. So you are going to get more times. Okay. One license is going to be valid for 30 days. So you have another license. You can use that one for the next 30 days. So you can just keep continue that. 4 license you are going to get. Let me show you. It's taking time. Just wait. So still they are setting up.
Sir, why is there five licenses are the same or different? I see they have different
Yeah, they are different.
titles.
They have different titles.
Okay.
4 are going to be virtual IP. That's a virtual big IP virtual additions, right? 2 are for the centralized management circle.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Is this something that we have already discussed what big IP is and
Yes,
Nginx and all this.
yes,
Okay.
yes. We discussed initial sessions. Might be you missed that. Just watch the recording. I'll recap again. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
SSL certificate is record or not record, na?
SSL certificate, we have to discuss one more time, but basic fundamental we discuss about that. Like what is the different services, processes, certificates, but we have to do again certification like discussion.
Okay.
So it's taking longer time, right, guys? So once you complete this process, trial process, you're going to get trial license automatically. Once this is going to complete, you're going to get trial license. So I'm just waiting to get this here. I just want to use this license. So at least you guys can see how I'm going to activate the license. I have another license available. I can do that, but I want to show from this brand new. So you have to do the same process. But it's taking a little bit longer time. And we cannot do anything. Let's wait 1 or 2 minutes. Meanwhile, let me do the quickly recap what we have done the server configuration. If anyone have any questions, we can take it. So we set up these servers, and under the servers, we define some short of the HTTP and HTTPS configurations. Let me explain that part. So you go here, and we can go here. Now, if I go in show run, first let me try to run show IP interface brief and show run section line VTY. There is no line VTY configuration, and also
Line video, live video.
okay. My bad. I was thinking I missed the configuration. So line VTY should be there, but there is no basic configurations available. And also we have to do the configuration
HTTPS.
HTTPS. So let me explain how it is going to be required and why it is required. So in every server, because this is the Cisco routers, this Cisco routers we are going to make as a like servers, backend server. So for server, we have to enable the service IP HTTP server. This is going for the port 80. This is the my 443. And if you are going to enable the secure server, you must have to enable authentication as a local. Even secure and non-secure, both case authentication is going to be required. So this command is going to be required. So you have to run these all three commands on the all three routers. Another thing,
Sorry.
you have to put the username and password where you can use to log in this server remotely. Means when you do the HTTP, these servers from this virtual IP address, they will prompt the username and password. So you have to put this username and password. And also line BTY, you can enable the Cisco username, means username is going to prompt login local. You can enable transport input and output. Put telnet and SSH. You want to enable the telnet services, SS services on this particular servers. So this is going to be required. So we will use the HTTP services. We will use for the some time HTTPS services. We will use some time for the telnet services. We are going to use some time for the SS services. So in that all scenario, we have to use this configuration. So if I go in the first server, the very first thing, I will go in the config tree. Let me do on the second one. It's getting translated. Username, I'll put it. What is the username I get? Okay, admin. Privilege 15. Password, I'll put Cisco 123. That's all. So I'll put this on the all devices, all three routers. I'll just simply copy it. And I'll go in the config tree. I'll put it there. I'll go in the server 3. I'll put it there. Second thing, I need to enable IP HTTP server, right? This is for the port 80, and then IP HTTP secure server, right? This is for the HTTPS. And you see automatic generating some self-time certificate. And then I need to enable IP HTTP authentication. The 3 commands local. I need to enable. You can see this is already written here. So you guys have to just copy and paste it. That's all. You can just copy and go here and paste it. You go here, paste it. So it is going to be complete your all configuration. So now I have enabled the HTTP, HTTPS both. Most important, we have to go enable the line VTY also. So you can just copy and paste. I'll use the same command for the all devices. So I will copy, and they're just going to enable the HTTP and HTTPS services, and then do right. I'll go there also. I'll just put it, do right. Go here, put it, do right. So this all has been done. This all licensing has been done. Let me see what is happening here. So still it's setting up. So it will take longer time. Sometimes it's take very long time. So we just have to wait. We can't do anything. But so see, it's pending from the F5. So once F5 is going to be approved, then only you are going to get license. If it's not going to approve, you are not going to get license. So you have to wait. You have to put more details. So it is going to approve. So what I can do that, I have already the license. So I can just log out from there, and I can just log in with my old email. Okay. And we'll get the license. So I'll go here and sorry, let me try to log in. Okay. So I'll put it here. I'll sign in. So just wait. I need to again put this code here. Without code, it's not going to work. Just wait, guys. Okay, I got it. So we have to just put 030478 and I'll verify it. So this is already I have a trial license, you can see. And I click it here and the same process. If I get approved by the F5, it will get again the same license, which I have right now. So if I go down, you see this is my virtual additions, BIG-IP trial license, and one license I'm already using. So I have the 3 more licenses free. So I can use them. So when you activate the license, the validity is going to be 30 days only. So let me do that. This is the one of the like process which is going to just take a lot of time. So you can see ready to activate. So I'm not going to use the centralized management. I'll copy this license. I'll click it. Once I'll copy, okay, I'll go in the BIG-IP. BIG-IP, there is 2 processes to activate the license. One is the manual way and one is the automatic way. In automatic way, your BIG-IP must have the internet connectivity. Means your BIG-IP should able to reach to the internet. So this one have already internet connectivity, and even I tried to ping 192.168.1.1. Say it is reachable, and gateway is reachable, and I tried to ping global DNS also. It is reachable. That means the BIG-IP in the network, so I can do the automated like licensing process. But even you want to do the manual, that is also possible. So how you can do that? Right now, there is no license. So you just click next. If you click the next, you have to activate the license. This is the here, right? So you have to click activate on the license. The moment you click the activate of the license, you have to put the registration key, right? So you have to put this registration key, right? And you have to no, there is no add-on key, and you just have to click. Now you have the automatic and manual. So there is
Vishal sir,
yes, yes.
sorry for interrupt. Can you recall where we get registration key? Actually, I was disconnected from my networks.
From there. Once you complete the registration, you
Yeah.
are going to get license. So
Yeah.
I'm just using this virtual additional license. This key I'm using.
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
So there is two way. You are going to use the outbound interface to going on the internet. You can use the management. Definitely the management have the internet. So there is two way. I can generate the dossiers if I go with the manual process. You click the manual, the dossier is going to be happen. So I will do automatic right now because I have the internet. But sometime when I do the another F5 for the HA, I will do the manual as well. So you have to wait. Okay. So let's complete automatic way right now. So I will just click next because I have the internet, and this is going to be hold on. This is okay. Wait. Why it's showing this way? Wait, guys. Wait, just hold on. So 30-day license we have. This should take, right? We have to do the automatic, but why it's not taking the should take the license, right? Let me try the manual. Registration key invalid. Let me try with different one, okay? Hold on. It's showing the invalid registration key. Okay, so the key might be, it has been used by somewhere else. So might be showing the invalid. So now the fourth one is taken. So wait for a while. Add-on key is the key where we have to use some different feature of the F5. So just wait. Now see. So the key work for me, that's the fourth one. I don't know why these two keys are showing invalid. Might be, it's not used, but I'm not sure why it's showing invalid. But this one key is showing for me valid. And once I put it, I can see this is the license registration. It's taken from the direct internet. And after that, I'll click the accept. It is going to be accepted. This is driving the data. So we just have to wait. No other choice we have. Once it is going to complete, we have to do the resource provisioning process. And we have to understand what is the resource provisioning. But for that, we have to wait. Okay, so you can see this is going to be log out again and it is going to log in again. but your license must be done because key has been taken. That means everything is good. So it is automatically do the again reload and relogin, and then we'll proceed for the next step. You can do one thing. You can even refresh. If you just want to refresh, you can refresh. It is going to reload again. Or you have to wait because it's going to be again restart the F5 and sometimes it takes a little bit time to just complete the restart process. But let me try to ping this. I can try to ping what is happening. So it's pinging, but somehow still we don't have the GUI access. So we just have to wait.
Sir, in the meantime, can you please go to the diagram? I just want to take a screenshot, please, for my understanding.
Okay, you can check.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Oh, okay, sir. I'm good. Thank you.
All right, welcome. Let me check the CLI, what is happening. Okay. Yeah, we have the same IP address, but still it's not ready. It's taking time. It's a one-time process. Once it is ready, we are good to start. Means we not have to do again this process. Now we have to actually start doing the F5 configuration. But we cannot skip this whole process. It's a mandatory step. So very first time when building the F5, you have to very patience and it's going to take a little bit time. So now I'm good. You can see starting the web servers. So it's take 3 to 5 minute time to just start building everything. Whenever do the license, it's going to reboot. It is going to be just restart the web server, activate the services according to your license. So still it's starting the web server features. So even it's saying that do not reboot your device because it's starting the web server. So we cannot do anything now. We just have to wait. No other way around we have to proceed. Okay. Meanwhile, let me check what is happening on that. Did we get the license or not? Let me try. We're supposed to get a license, but I don't know why it's taking that much time. Usually not take that much time. But anyhow, let me verify.
Vishal sir, I cannot use my organization email. So what should I do to get the certificate?
Not certificate, it's a license, man. Not certificate.
Sorry, I'm very sorry. License.
You cannot use. Why you cannot use?
Oh, it is basically in our policy. We cannot use outside of our personal use for some products or some certificate.
Okay. Okay, we'll see. I'll give one license from my bucket, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
So still not activated. Trial on hold pending for approval from F5. So we just have to wait, no other way around. So now you see, we in the system, and if I'm going in the big IP, you don't have any other configuration. Let me show you another big IP which is already configured. So big IP have the lot of kind of the feature configuration. One is already licensed. You can see this is the license one, which I have done before this session to just, showcase the labs. We start the discussion. So you can see in this particular standalone, this is the IP address. We have the different kind of the tabs. We have the statistics, we have the IAPS, DNS, local traffic, acceleration, device management, shared object, distributed cloud services, network and system. But this is only going to happen once we complete this initial setup. So licensing is done. That's 100%. Now there is no license. Error is showing here. So it's showing that the system must be rebooted for some changes to take effect. So if I want to reboot, I can reboot. If I don't want to reboot, I can just continue. So we in the lab will do the reboot later. So introductions, we are good, right? Licensing, we are good. But the next step, we have to understand the resource provisioning. What is the resource provisioning? That we have to understand in the F5 and why this is very important. So whenever you just set up the F5, right? And you do the licensing, you just have to do the resource like provisioning. In this resource provisioning, you have to define how many kind of the resources you want to activate and how many resources you want to dedicate them. Means you want to give the minimum resource for the processor, CPU, RAM, or you want to give them some dedicated resources. So right now you see it's asking again to reboot, and it is showing that in my license, it's a license expiry is going to happen 6th of October. So I told whenever you take use of the one of the license, it is going for the 1 month. So let's suppose you have the 4 license. So you can do the license means the lab till 4 month because you are going to activate one by one for the next 30 days. So almost you are going to get 4 month use. So today I activated 5th of September. So it is going to vary till 6th of September, 6th of October. So 1 month. Let's suppose 2 more license I can use that. After that, this October, it is going to again valid for the November and then so on. So right now in my license, we are having the big IP trial. This is the license. We have the APM limited. We have the SDN services, SL services, right? And we have the ASM virtual editions, right? So antivirus checks. So a lot of things available in my license. So I'll go for the next. And next it is asking for the resource provisioning. So we have to understand which services I'm going to use. So in my services, see, my local traffic has been enabled. The license. My ASM, that's the application security, web firewall, that is also enabled. My GTM, global traffic, that is also license and enabled. So you can see a lot of license are enabled, but I'm not going to use everything. I'm going to use only just for the local traffic manager. Okay. So just wait. It is going to be take a little bit time. Initial setup will take a lot of time. Either I have to restart or might be it will take a lot of time to just go with that. So again, unable to connect the big IP.
What you are showing, that is your old lab, correct?
No, this is a new lab, brand new lab. Whatever I'm showing that. This is the old lab.
Okay. Oh, the confused.
Here,
You can cancel this.
this is like pre-configured, right?
Yeah, I'm telling you there's the pin code. But right now you are showing the new lab which we have
Yes,
uploaded certificate license right now.
right. This is a new lab.
Yeah.
We are doing 123 IP, everything new.
Hmm.
Everything we are doing new.
Okay, good.
So you just have to wait. It's restarting. So we cannot do that any actions. Automatic reboot is happening. So
Sir, is this English only batch?
no, we can use Hindi as well. Muthu is there who have the difficulty to understand Hindi.
No, I'm just checking.
Yeah,
I'm okay.
that's fine. If anyone have any problem, let me know. We can have a discussion. No problem. So let's wait. Till this is pending for the approval, and we can't do anything. Okay, so this is restarted named. So guys, we have to wait. No other choice. Meanwhile, what we can discuss as of now, it is going to take a little bit time. Let me stop the recordings for a meanwhile. I'll pause the recording because it's going to take a little bit time, so I don't want to put blank recording. So the moment ping is going to be start, then this box is going to be complete the reboot cycle. It's not take that much time. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me restart manually. Okay. I will stop this box. I will start again. We'll see. It's not take that much time, but let me do manually start. So I just started the box manually instead of just waiting for the longer time of period. And we're just waiting to complete the boot up process. Once it is going to boot, we'll check again, verify the IP address, and then again we'll try to log in the GUI because license is there. Just reboot was required.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Abhishek.
Yeah, actually, I have already created a lab, but I forget the username. I know the password, but I forget the username. So, is there any way to recover or?
You forgot the username.
Yes.
F5.
Yes, F5.
So F5 have the default.
No, sir, it's a local message. I previous I just open the root and admin. Okay.
CLI
And
it's going to be
yes,
root,
root
and GUI it's going to be admin.
admin. So
This is the fixed username.
so after that I changed. It means the
Okay.
root. I don't know what is the username, but I know the password. It's the
Oh my
India,
God.
and I just so can I create again, or uh, is there anything to recover the username?
We'll see. We'll see. I'll check that. Okay.
Yeah.
How to? I believe there is a way, but I need to check. So ping is working, right? And you can see inoperative right now. Why inoperative? Because we not completed the entire configuration. But now we are back again to the big IP. So let's wait, reload this page again. So that it is going to be establish the connections. Mgmt. We have the same IP address. And the IP is reachable. We have the good sign, at least. So GUI services take little bit time to activate. Even you are doing in the productions, right? Such kind of the time you have to be required because you cannot do anything. It's a normal process. See, the CLI is okay. There is no problem with CLI, but GUI having some more time. So if I go in the different browser, let me try in different browser and try to log in. Again, it's restarting. Explo isn't down, standalone. Okay. Now finally, it's active standalone, right? And probably will get GUI very soon. If I try to ping 192.168.1.1, gateway should be reachable. Yeah, it is reachable. If I try to go on the internet as well, should be reachable. Probably it is going to become very soon because I believe all looks good. Active standalone, it's showing that. So I'm hoping it is going to take a little bit more time, then after it is going to come up. Now everything look normal. Only we are just waiting for the GUI.
HTTPS already activated in
Yeah, it's already management interface.
management.
Yeah, you don't
By
have
default,
to,
na?
by default.
Yeah, okay, understood.
So there is no problem. Broadcast IP, everything is fine. Okay, let me try one more time. Meanwhile, Ben is asking how to do the load balancing. So, Mr. Ben, actually what happened, load balancing is a process. Let's suppose you're getting a multiple request. Okay. So, like you watching the Netflix, you watching for the cricket match, you watching for any FIFA World Cup match. So, multiple users are just accessing the same servers. So if all request is going to be same server and this server have might be the 1 million capability to handle the sessions. So what is going to happen if we have the more than 1 billion, it is going to be dead. So how we can manage those? So what we do that we use the load balancing method where let's suppose I have the thousands of servers. Those thousands of servers are going to be equally get connections. So that is not going to be destroy or crash any of the server. So I'll explain again, but I believe we have the good news. I believe we are in the F5 finally. Clear guys? So it's take a little bit time. We cannot do anything. So finally we are in the F5 GUI. And again, I have to log in with the username which we created and the password. So whenever you do the very first time setup, you have to require at least 1 hour to this licensing and everything. Even more than sometime it's going to take more than that because root means the uh, what I say like setting up the very scratch is take some time, very long time to just set up the entire process. So now I'm in the F5 LTM. And this is again F5 LTM is a completely blank. Only we did the license and the box was rebooted. And reboot takes almost 10 to 15 minute time. But now you see active standalone and everything is fine and my services has been activated. See, again, it is going to be restore and it's asking to the again login. So let me log in. It's a normal process. You don't have to worry. It's a normal, it takes some time. Whenever you do the first time login, let me see what is happening here. Now, finally, it looks finally we are in the right place. Okay. So it's take a little bit time, but finally we are in the positions where we started because we have to discuss about the resource provisioning. So let's quickly do that. Resource provisioning means we are going to use the module that is the local traffic manager. So there are three methods. We can use the dedicated, nominal or minimum. So what is dedicated? Dedicated means if you are going to use dedicated means there are the dedicated disk you have to define, right? How many, like you are going to define the disk for this particular, how many RAM is going to define. Nominal means by default it is going to take nominal. You don't have to do anything, means whatever the resources available, it is going to be take automatically nominals, right? Which is going to be required to run this module. That's simple. Minimal is basically it is going to give the list amount of the means the again it's going to be give the specific amount of the resources which you want to define as a resource provisioning. So I'm not going to change anything. I will just go with the nominals, or you can just change the minimum. So it is going to take required resources, which is going to be might be the user can interpret as per their requirement as well. But dedicated, I'm not going to use that. So I'll just put as a minimum. You can see here in my F5 also. I'll just configure. So here you just go in old one and you see I'm running with the either minimal or nominal. So let me make the clear difference between these two. Now it's configured. So you go in here and just go on the my resource provisioning. Because it's already configured, you just go there. See, it's a nominal. So nominal is when very first time you are going to enable the F5, it is going to get a list amount of resource. That's the minimum amount of resource which is going to require to run this F5. That's all. And it is going to by default enable. But if you're going to select the minimum, right? Minimum is you have to specify the like what list amount of resource is going to be required, minimum, right? If you want to additional resource you want to give, it is also possible. So I would suggest just keep the nominal. Don't change anything, okay? This is my recommendation.
So I have one question, Vishal sir. When we configure installs in production, in our production environment, so which parameter will we use?
Nominal. That's all.
Nominal.
Yes.
Okay.
You don't have to put anything about for nominal. You just have to nominal. It will automatically take everything, okay?
Okay, nominal. Okay, good.
Yeah. So if you have the any APM module also, you want to keep, see automatic it's saying as a nominal. Management, you can just go for the medium. Management means you can just not stay with the small, just go with the medium. So it will take the mid range of the resources for the management point of view. Even I have done the management as a medium here. You don't have to put the large, but you just have to do the medium. But other services just put as a, if you are enabling the GTM, also put the nominal. That's all. Means automatic disk is going to be allocated. You can see this disk automatic allocated. But I'm not going to use these two, so I'm not going to enable this. So I just have the my management and also I just have the local traffic manager. Now I'll go for the next. So it is going to be again probably restart, because when you provision the disk and all, it is going to restart again the services. So it's a very monotonous work for initially, but we have to do that.
But here we are using only one parameter, LTM, correct?
If LTM we are going to use, because we are talking about LTM only. F5 LTM we are learning. So that's why the F5 LTM only.
So we did not do, we will not be able to do anything for ASM.
If you enable the module, then only you're able to do that.
Yeah, but in this course,
No,
it is
ASM,
not covered, na?
it's
ASM.
not covered. GTM, ASM is not covered.
Not covered, yes.
Different module. So you just have to wait now. Again, you have to wait, and then we'll see. So see, it's again inoperative standalone because it's again activating the services which we just done for our lab.
So why it came in operative against?
Because you notice now when we did the resource provisioning, it said like it is going to be restart.
Restart. Yes.
Yeah, that's why.
Oh, that is the reason. Okay.
That's why reason. So that's something. When you very first time when you do the F5, it take very longer time. So I'm showing from the scratch. When I want to skip, I can skip. But it's a mandatory. You should know how to do the very first time. These all provision.
No, don't skip, sir. We have to learn very scratch.
Yeah. So you just have to wait.
No issue.
Yeah.
We will wait long.
Thank you, Sabir. So let's wait. Yeah, it's all fine. So it's working fine, pinging. It's still inoperative. Let's wait. Okay. So I believe we are good. Wait. Okay, so I believe we are good, right? Resource provisioning is done. Now I just log in a different browser. This session is hung. So you can see now resource provisioning is done. And here you see we are again active standalone. So till the time it was inoperative, we cannot do anything. So you have to always monitor what is happening. Now it's active standalone, so I just log in a different browser and it's working fine. So my provisioning has been done. We can just ignore this one. It's taking longer time, so we can ignore. Now what is next? You can see the server name. Means it is showing the server, CRT, localhost, RSA and all. This was certificate, device certificate. So you can import, we'll use later. Sometime you can see I'm logging this and giving the warning it's not like secure. So if I want to make them secure, that means I have to import the certificate and have to install this my local PC. So I don't require as of now. So what I can do that, I can just click next. In next, if you do that, you are going to get, here is the your IP. We define the IP as a manual, but in case you want to change the IP address, you guys want to change the IP address. Let's suppose you don't want 123. You can change from here. Any other IP address you want to do that, you can do that, this changing. You can change the subnet mask. You can change the management route. That's a gateway. So you can use the automatic in your lab or manual. In our lab, when we do the configuration, we use the manual configuration, not automatic. But if I select the again automatic, it will automatically get IP address from the DHCP server, right? Network is going to be there. Now, here was a question. Abhishek, you asking, right? You change the root password, right?
No, sir. I asked localhost.
Okay, local host. So
Yeah,
see, there is a
mainframe
root
local.
password, right? So I would say this is the administrator user, how you want to change that. So here I'm not going to change anything. I'll keep the same password which I have. So I will put it same. And SSH allow IP address. Here means anyone who want to access this particular box. Do you want to allow all IP range or you want to allow a specific IP range from where the person can log in? Sabiru, get this point? Means if you make the all, so if my LTM is available here, anyone across the world or might be the LAN network can access this LTM. But I put the specific IP range. That's why I put the 10.10.10.10 to 10.10.10 to 100. So only those range people are going to access this my LTM box. This IP
Yes,
management.
this is similar type of VTI access list.
Yes, yes. So I can just put as of now all, and I'll just click next. Now I want to send the time zone. So we are in the India, so not in the US. So
Calcutta,
let's
Calcutta, Chennai,
Asia,
Asia, Calcutta.
where it is.
I just seen.
Let me go down.
Asia, Calcutta. First, yes. Come down, down, up,
Yes, sir.
up,
Yes,
up,
sir.
up.
Yes, sir.
That is one.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So host IP address. I don't want to use like any other. I just want to use the management IP address. Host name you want to give for this one? You can give that also. So I'll give any host name like let me put as a host name GuiNet
F5.
local. You just have to give the domain when you put the host name also, right? So you just click the next. Just wait. See, my host name has been changed now. Clear? So IP is same. So I don't want to configure any networking things and all. So I don't want to, I just want to finish from here. That's all. So let's wait. Now I have done the basic setup of my F5. But finally, this my F5 is ready. See? So we are getting the all feature now available. It's clear? But still, we haven't done anything except licensing and management configuration and the resource provisioning. So what we have done till now in next, 65 minutes, we understand how to register on F5 portal for Royal license. That is a step one. Second, how to download license from F5. That we did. Still, license is not allocated. Third, how to
Last one, how to registration F5.
F5 portal for trial license. We did, na? Initially, we understand, na, how to register.
Yeah, yes.
How to activate license, right? On F5, virtual additions. Okay. Physical is going to be same with the help of the automatic. Now, fourth, we understand how to provision resource for F5. Nominal, minimum, and dedicated, right? We understand. And then we did the management config. After this, my F5 is become fully activated. It's become the fully activated. So now you see, I am in the F5 and I can see similar, this is the old one. This old one have the all feature. This new one also have the all feature. So I can just refresh it. I can close it and we are in the new F5. Now this F5 doesn't have any configuration. So let me stop this recording and we'll start the new recording. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm coming back.
Baker.
Yes, I'm back. Sorry. So now we have to actually start doing the configuration of the F5. Now we have done the licensing and everything. It was a very long process, but now we have to do actual configuration. Now our lab objective is we have to make sure this PC should talk to this server by using the load balancing method. So how it is going to happen? Very first step, we have to assign IP address. We have to assign IP address on this interface, gig 0 by 0, gig 0 by 1. In some cases, it is going to be this type of the interface. E1.1, E1.2, some other interface E1.3. You're not going to find gig interfaces, but still you can do all configuration. We are in the lab, so we are getting this gig interfaces, but in some scenario, you are going to get Ethernet interfaces. On that, you have to do the configuration. So let's do the step-by-step configuration. How it is going to happen. The very first step, how we can assign IP address on these interfaces. How we can assign IP address on these interfaces. The problem is we cannot assign IP address directly on this F5 interfaces. For that, we have to go in the network. Okay. And we have the interfaces. And in these interfaces, you are going to see the interface is going to show as a Ethernet 1 by 1, 1 by 1, 1 by 2, 1 by 3. There is no gig interfaces available. So this is the interface you are going to say that. Now we have the self IP address. So how this self IP address is going to be configured. And the third one is the VLANs. So what we have to do that we have to create the VLANs first. And under the VLANs, we have to map some kind of the definitions. So let me create. I can create this is my external VLANs because this is my internet facing. So this port is going to part of the external VLAN. This is my internal, so I'll put as a internal VLAN. Clear? So I have to define how the internal and external VLAN is going to be configured. So let me do that. So I will go here and create. The name I'll put as a internal VLAN. Description, you can put that GuiNet internal LAN. Tag, I can put the VLAN tag. I can put any tag, right? That is going to be, I can use
VLAN number, no?
I can use any number right now. Let's suppose I'm going to use like
12.
10 or 12, anything, okay? And it is going to ask you want to use a tagged or untagged.
Tag.
So no, tag is going to be acting this port as a trunk port, okay?
Okay.
It will be acting as a trunk port. Tagged is means this port is going to act as a access port.
Access point.
Clear?
But the port is tagged, na? Because multiple VLAN will pass, na?
No,
one VLAN per pass.
we don't have to. We have to pass only one VLAN because they all serve on the same, na?
Okay. Okay. Got it.
Got it?
Got it. Yes. Yes.
So I will use this port as a 1 by 1. This port is going to be 1 by 1. So let me select 1 by 2 for this port and analyze the untagged. Okay. I will not configure anything. I will not go for the advanced, for any configuration we'll do later on, but I'll just leave it the basics. Tag is 10 and I just finish the configuration. So this is my one VLAN configuration done. Okay, internal VLAN. Now I have to create one more VLAN that is going to be external VLAN. So I will go here and put as a external VLAN. Tag, let's suppose I'm going to use a VLAN 20. The port is going to be this one, untagged, add, okay, and finish the configuration. So my two VLANs has been created. You want to get the VLAN group? I'll explain how the VLAN group is created later on. We have to do the dedicated chapter on the VLANs. But I'm just building the initial setup, how the communication is going to happen. So VLAN 2010 is created for a different port. Now we have to go on the self IP address. I have to define self IP address. So on VLAN, you cannot define the IP address directly. And on port even cannot define anything directly, VLAN or IP address. So how self IP is going to play a role? Just give me one minute. So we have to define the IP, which is going to, I'll explain what is self IP address. You just think about it's a SVI. Self IP is equal to, you think about the SVI. You know what is SVI? In switch
virtual interface.
Yeah, .1
L3.
Yeah. So in VLAN, I need to assign the IP address. So I have to go in the self IP address and then I can assign the IP address. Clear? So I can put any name here. Like I can put
internal VLAN.
Internal self IP address. Okay.
Okay.
And IP address I can put this one as a 192.163.254. Net mask I'll give. And what is the tag is going to happen? My
internal VLAN.
Okay, so
here we IP address and we tag the IP address with VLAN.
Yes. So to the VLAN, we give the tags.
You
cannot assign the IP address. So self
directly.
IP address is just a kind of the SBI on which I am going that and I'm going to assign the IP address. Now I'll explain what is the port lockdown, the allow default, allow none. So I'll put allow default as of now. We'll discuss later what is the port lockdown feature. Okay. And what is the trap? But you understand how to assign the IP address. So now this interface is going to assign the IP address. So I will finish it. Okay. Done. Now we have to create a similar for the my
self IP. Out external.
External IP address, right? I'll go
Yes.
here and create the external IP address.
External address.
So I'll put here external self IP address. And IP address is going to be 192.168.2.254. Here is 254, here is a
354.
So I'll go here, and here I'll put 254, 55, 255.0. And this is the external VLAN, right? And now I'll put the allowed default.
Finish.
Finish the configuration. Clear? Now, you see here again repeating the VLAN configured. VLAN just we did the tagging, right? We go in the self IP, we assign the IP address. Even we don't have the luxury, we can assign the direct IP on the VLANs. So to assign the IP address VLAN, you have to go in the self IP address, and self IP address is going to assign the IP. But what is the status of the interface now? Now, if you go in the interface, you will see that something changes is going to be happen. You can see this interface showing up. Earlier, it was uninitialized, and they start learning the MAC as well. I haven't done anything on the interface. So what happened? Automatically, what happened? This interface get IP address. How they get IP address? Because this interface was mapped with the VLAN. Clear? VLAN map with the self IP address. So this interface get the IP address. Little bit complicated. You cannot assign the direct IP address. So it's very like always going to be questions how you're going to assign the IP address on the interfaces on the F5. So it's little bit tricky one. And this MAC address they are learning. Clear? Any doubt? Biswajit, Abhay, Abhishek, Gagaram, Jitendra, Nilesh, Praveen. You guys are clear till now?
No, sir, I'm fine.
What others? Jitu, you clear? समझ आया आपको? Okay, that's good. So let's do the verification. We assign the IP address. That means this PC should ping to this gateway. Make sense? Because they are in the same subnet. Let's validate. So I'll go in this PC. Already assigned the IP address. So I'll go here and check what is happening. So I will go here and I just checked if, IP config. So we are going to get the, hold on guys. So we get this. So let's ping the IP address. Ping 192.168.2.254. And say it's pinging. We are good. So that means this connectivity is fine. Means we are is pinging the self IP address, right? We just assign on the VLAN 20. Similarly, this server should reach to this IP address.
255.
Right? So how it is going to happen? So on server, one more thing you have to configure the reverse routing point of view. Every server you have to give the default route. I forgot to mention that. So let me put it here. Do show, even it is going to ping without default route, but future point of view, you require that. So let me ping 192.168.
3.254. Not pinging.
First is R, first is R, right?
Yeah.
So it's pinging, right? So we are good. Let me see if a default route or not. No default route.
No.
Every server you have to put one of the reverse route, right? They are pinging because they're in the same broadcast domain, but later it is going to create some problem when we have the actual connectivity. So what is the gateway is going to happen? This IP. You just have to put this configuration to the all server because all having the same gateway. So I'll go there and put it there. Do right. I'll go there. Put it here. And I'll just do the same thing. Clear? And let me put this also in my configuration. So you guys aware about that, why we are using this all. Clear? Everyone understand what I have done? So every server I put a default route, but now this server have this connectivity, this server have this connectivity. So we have to move the next step. How actually we can create the load balancer pool node and the virtual IP. You guys continue today or you want to continue tomorrow with the fresh start?
Tomorrow it will be better, as per my understanding.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
But yes.
Okay. So let me summarize. Okay. The licensing was very important. So you guys just create your account, okay, today and try to get license. That's the one thing. Once you have the licensing, you have the license, you first build this topology. What we did that, assign the IP address, and make sure they are talking to each other. Configure the server, make sure they are talking to each other, right? Enable this all configuration on the server. So once this is ready, you take the CLI access of this particular F5, and after the CLI access of this F5, you have to do the basic configuration. Means you have to assign the IP address management, which I explained very clearly how to assign the IP address from the management. Means it is going to be DSCP or CLI. So I did the both. Even you don't have to change the DSCP. So it means manual, you have to automatically going to assign as a DSCP. So it is going to get IP address from this one. So from this PC, you have to do every work because they are going to be same LAN network. After that, you have to do the licensing. Licensing process very simple. You take the GUIX of this particular F5 and whatever whatever the steps I have done today, it is going to be same step, and it is going to take 1+ hour to complete the licensing. Once licensing is done, the next step, you have to provision the resources of this F5. You have to verify the management configuration. Once it is done, you have to finish. And the next step, you have to assign the IP address on your WAN interface or LAN interface. How it is going to happen? You cannot assign directly IP address on the WAN and LAN. So first you have to create VLAN, and you have to put the tag. Tag is going to be means VLAN ID. You have to give the VLAN ID, and you have to keep as a untagged, means as a access port. Clear? Once
Yes.
done for the internal and external both, then you have to go and assign the self IP address. Self IP address, you just map the VLANs, and then automatically port is going to get IP address, and you can test the connectivity. Now tomorrow we'll see how we can proceed the next step, where I can just create some node. I'll create the actual node here, and then I'll create the pool for different node is going to be these three. Okay. The pool is going to be might be HTTP pool. We created for the HTTPS pool. We created for the SSH pool. We created for the telnet pool or any other services pools. And under this multiple node is going to there. Then after we have to create the virtual IP address, and we'll see if the hit is going on the virtual IP address, then how this is going to be forwarded. So we'll understand the basic learning. Now we have to do the start deep dive, how the node is going to be concept, how the load balancing is going to be happen, how the different kind of the pool is going to be configured, what is the key concept of the pool, monitoring, lot of things, persistent connection, HA. So we have to do a lot of things. Clear, guys?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, sir, clear. Sir,
Yes, sir.
one thing. Actually, I don't know how to configure the server and Windows.
So these are not Windows server. I'm not using Windows server. I'm using Cisco router.
It's a Cisco.
It's just
Okay, it's
Cisco
a
router.
Cisco.
Okay.
So how can I download this Cisco router? Is there any
You are going to get in the lab automatically, no? You're going to get in the lab.
Similar type of lab you will get.
You're going to get the same lab, which I'm doing right now. Same lab topology. Abhishek?
Yes.
So you're going to get same lab. On this lab, you're going to do this configuration, and you just have to assign the IP address.
Okay. Okay.
So you just go on the interfaces, and you have to assign the IP address on the router. Simple. Just assign the IP address. And after assign the IP address, you just have to do the same configuration. I just put in the configuration. What is the minimum configuration going to require? Just copy and paste. Nothing more than that. This is going to act as a server.
Yes. Thank you.
All right. All right, guys. So we'll connect tomorrow again, and we'll start this learning. All right.
Okay.
Also, can you share me the one registration key was
Already used. I need to wait.
Okay.
The old one is used, na? Only 4 was there. 2 I already used. 2 is not working for some reason.
So I'm
So
going to try my
you
next
guys
time.
try, okay? Even I have the limited, so I cannot share with everyone. But you guys have to register with your company email, okay?
Yeah, I'll try making.
Let me still see it's under hold, right? So I don't know when it is going to be enabled or not. But let's see. All right, guys. Thank you so much. See you.